Hi, John here. In this video, I would like to talk about if you can use a Facebook lookalike audience that was created for a completely different niche database in your e-commerce store. Basically, if you can just take database from completely different store with different products and different customers and use it with your current store, and if that lookalike audience will work. But first, if you're looking for agency that will scale your sales, to the moon, then definitely click on link below and check my agency Adferation. We are a Facebook advertising agency and we focus only on Facebook ads in e-commerce. And well, we do that because before we even became an agency, we were 8-figure e-commerce owners and we still run our own 8-figure e-commerce store, and we still spend tens of thousands of dollars of our own money every day. So if you want to work with people who are really like pros in the business and have also their own skin in the game, then definitely click on link below and schedule a free demo call with me where we'll talk about your business and I'll explain you how we work and how we can potentially scale you. So definitely click on the link below and schedule that free call. Okay, so usually questions about optimization, pixel and all that are usually like most controversial questions when it comes to Facebook ads. But truth is that marketers usually make Facebook more complicated than it actually is, okay? And truth is that Facebook is pretty simple and it's usually like very easy to understand. You just need to have like common sense, You can basically apply common sense on everything on Facebook, okay? Everything what you see, just apply common sense. And this is the same situation, right? So I will just explain you why using that database from different store where you were selling completely different products will work same great or even better with your current store when you will create like your lookalike audiences from it. You can absolutely use same database that you basically created with other store in your current store, okay? And I definitely encourage you to do it because this is like one of the best decisions you can make, especially when you are starting a new store, new ad accounts, new business managers, and you have no data. Then this is like a gold mine, okay? And every store in the past, every business manager, whatever I did, I always started with my lookalike audiences from previous stores, okay? And since I am like a dropshipper since like 2016 or something, I had products in every possible niche out there, okay? I had pet niches, car niches, garden niches, home niches, kitchen niches, bathroom niches, like DIY niches, like every niche out there, I probably been there and I have customers from it, okay? And these customers are in my databases and I am using all these databases in my current stores, okay? So it doesn't matter what I sell, I still use them. So I'm talking here like from my own experience, after spending tens of millions of dollars of my own money on Facebook, and also after spending like tens of millions of dollars of clients' money from our agency Adferation, in Facebook. All these people are also using databases from their previous stores, previous businesses, in their current businesses. And I will now explain you why this is such a great idea to do it and how Facebook actually look at the database when you upload it. There is one super important thing that your database needs to have, and it needs to be full of buyers, okay? So it doesn't matter what you will upload there, but it needs to be buyers, okay? It doesn't matter if it's like full of buyers that purchase like car products or home products or some kitchen products or pet products, okay? What needs to be there is that buyer, okay? So all of them needs to be buyers. So these people are buyers, not like website clickers, not add to cart people or leads or whatever. It needs to be full of buyers. This is the most important thing, to have a database full of buyers. And why it's like so important, Well, it's super important because this is how Facebook look at it, okay? So let me give you some example, from my own business. Okay, so let's say that you have a database full of people who purchase like a garden products, okay? Let's talk about one person in the database, okay? So there is like a little person, we call like a Billy, and little Billy, okay, purchased like some garden gloves, okay? And okay, so Facebook look at it as a person, okay, who purchased something. And then that Billy, okay, went to another store and purchased like car tires, okay, and then Billy went to another store, and purchased a dog, and then Billy probably went to another store and purchased a phone, okay. So how do you think Facebook categorizes Billy? Does Facebook look at Billy as a like a car buyer, or does Facebook categorize Billy as like a pet, buyer, or some like a home niche buyer, or how Facebook look at Billy, okay? Because Billy probably, like every other person in the world, made multiple purchases on Facebook, okay? So Facebook probably needs to categorize it differently, and this is like why people have like such a confusion about this, like question if they can use these databases in their lookalike audiences, because they think that, okay, so if I upload database of like garden buyers to my store is focused on pets, then it will probably not convert. But see, like all these people purchase in multiple different like niches, so Facebook understands, where these people came from, okay, and Facebook look at these people as a buyer, okay, so Facebook probably understands, okay, that person purchased this, but what is most important for Facebook is it's a buyer, okay? That's why you have like these objectives, right? Like conversions. So you can focus on getting conversions as like a purchases of add to carts or whatever, okay? And this is how Facebook look at it, right? So if you want people who make purchases often, Facebook search for people who are buyers, okay? And that's what matters here. They want that information, that person in the database is a buyer, okay? So Facebook don't care if it's a pet niche buyer, car niche buyer, home niche buyer. It only matters if the person is a buyer, okay? And that's why you can literally take whatever database you have from the past, okay? Doesn't matter if you were like selling lipsticks or flowers, like it doesn't matter what you sell in the past, okay? Because Facebook cares only if it's buyer, okay? So if the person purchased, it's a buyer, okay? And they will be able to then take that list of buyers and create a lookalike audience of more buyers, okay? And that's what this is all about, okay? That's why all my databases work from the past, because I took that huge list that I built in those like 7 or 8 years and then like move it to another store and created another list, like lookalike audiences full of buyers, okay? And then when you have this list of buyers, only thing that you need to do, and this is like the easiest thing in the world, you just need to start targeting like these lookalike audiences and then mix them with that category that you want, okay? So if you are like a pet store, you just will like, let's say that you will take 3% of like a lookalike audience of these, like of the database, and you will mix it with like some, okay, let's say you sell like dog products with dogs, okay? It's like a huge like interest, like big interest. But what it does is that it will give Facebook the direction, right? So first you will give them a list of like buyers, and then you will give it direction that it needs to like target buyers that are focused or interested in dogs, or you will give it some other interest like driving, okay? So you will give it basically list of buyers and then the direction of cars, or when it comes like bathroom, so we will just target shower, so again, buyers and then the direction to target like bathroom or showers, okay? And this is what this is all about and why it's like so great, okay? So we will just use that huge list that you built in those years and then mix it with that relevant interest that will give that perfect direction to Facebook, so Facebook will know where to move that traffic. That's why, for example, I don't run any like engagement campaigns or like bullshit like that, okay? I always like come to New Business Manager, throw there my like list of like tons of different like mixed niche buyers and then mix it with the direction that I want, and it works. And this is why I was talking about that common sense, right? So this is basically like a common sense, you just take like a list of buyers and mix it with that right interest to give it direction. And that's it, Facebook is like a common sense. If you understand how simple it is, you can really like scale very well, and you can really like tame that beast, because people make it more difficult than it actually is, Facebook is not so difficult when you think about it. I mean, yeah, there are like some things that can like confuse you, or like tons of like band problems, you know, that are probably like a little bit difficult, you know. But if you want to deal with those like band problems, then definitely download my book, you know, Facebook Ad Band Survival Guide. You know, I've wrote it to, you know, like get you out of the Facebook circle of hell. It probably was like downloaded like tens of thousands of times, so I saved like thousands of lives, you know. So if you want to deal with that, definitely like download the book. I still didn't find anything that is like comparable with this. So, but yeah, but most of the time, like Facebook is really like simple, you know, and if you use that common sense, you know, then you can really, you know, like tame Facebook and use it in your advantage. So definitely like use common sense, and your life will be like a lot easier when it comes to Facebook, you know. So thank you very much for watching, and if you like my videos, definitely subscribe, you know, and click on that bell button so you are notified when my new video comes. And like I said, if you want to scale your e-commerce brand and you're looking for agency, then definitely click on the link below, and or just go to adfederation.com and schedule a free demo call where we'll, you know, explain you how we can do it. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in next one. So bye for now.